Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft server. I've just gotten back from download. I am absolutely exhausted and I really wanted to just play a little bit of survival Minecraft and chill out, and I thought if I log on to the Hermitcraft server I bet there's going to be a whole bunch of new buildings and things like that because I've been away for a few days and everyone's setting up at spawn, so I thought I should do a little recording and just find out what's been going on at spawn while I get prepared to do this episode. Now, there's also a new snapshot as well. I have no idea what's been added in this snapshot, but it feels to me like when I look and move around that everything is slightly different, and I can't really explain that. However, I have a feeling that this is what happens when you don't play Minecraft for a few days, because you've got to keep in mind that it's pretty much my job to play Minecraft, and so I play it every day, and then going 5 days without coming back to sitting in front of a computer and playing this game seems a little bit strange. And the more that I move around now, I am actually starting to think that's all in my head, so I better shut up about that. But here we go, something straight away. So here's a random act of kindness from Venom. So Venom is my next door neighbour, she's just over there, and her full name is Venom Kisses, but I don't know too much about her. I think she's a live streamer, and she's a new member on the server, and she got added just before I went away, so let's see what she's left me here. Excellent, a jukebox and some music. I tell you what, I've been listening to music all week. That is perfect. So let's put a record on right now. That is Cat. I can barely hear it, which means you probably can barely hear it as well. Let's go up top and have a look around. So what has been done? What has been... Oh! A giant spoon made out of melons. Joe Hill's finished his thing up there. I've seen something to the left already, so I'm not going to be too surprised by that. Wow, there's some buildings coming up over there, and this is what I saw a glimpse of when I logged in. That looks fantastic. That is a really nice building. And then over on this side, I don't think Venom's done too much more to her house. So we should go and have a look around at all the things that have changed. And in case you're wondering, I had an absolutely wonderful time at download. It was really great to have a break, and I saw loads of my favourite bands and had a really good time in general. And so I'm pleased to be back now on the Hermitcraft server playing a bit of Minecraft, but I really did enjoy my time. So anyway, let's go and have a look at these random things. And why does it have to rain? It's always raining, and it rained at download as well. Can't get away from the rain. But yeah, let's see what's going on. Now that is King Happy's base, and that was not being loaded a moment ago. So he's got something going. What is that over there? This looks amazing. There's so much stuff to go and check out. Oh, and a little melon building over there. This is awesome. Okay, right, so it appears there's something here as well. It seems like everyone's been really busy. Let's... Do you know what? I'm going to drop down. I think that's going to be safe. Oh, wow. People have been busy. I saw lava. Look at this. This is fantastic. I don't even know who's done this. Oh, there's going to be so much to explore and check out at the moment. Now, I think that this is a strip mine, just judging by where those are positioned. There's torches. And there's some trees over here. This might be some sort of underground tree farm, I'm guessing. This is going to be fun, actually, having a little look around and exploring, seeing what everyone's done. Okay. And it still feels really strange just moving around in Minecraft. I'm pretty sure that is actually just being away from, playing games for a few days. Okay, so closed by the City-State of Singapore Mining Board. Closed by the City-State... Oh, it's the same thing again. Not sure what that is. Maybe there's some things going on the server while I've been away. This is actually the bottom of the strip mine. This is the stairs down to the bottom of the strip mine, so that's what all of that is. Yeah, this is it. Okay, so we've got a couple of buildings over there to go and check out, and then go to King Happy's, and it's going to take me a moment to walk over there, so I'll start recording again when I get over to that building. So here we are at Joe Hill's base. This looks absolutely awesome, and I like this little entrance here. Using the coal block as a building block, that's really cool. Can't wait to do that myself, actually. And this building over here is the future home of the Hermit's Angels. I think that's Aurelian and Venom Kisses teaming up together. Well, Venom Kisser. Venom Kisses. I'm getting all my words muddled up. And please excuse me today because I am extremely tired. I really am. It's amazing. I've had hardly any sleep. I've been pretty much awake for 5 days. Oh, that's hilarious. Biffa's Bowl in loving memory. So that's the first thing that Joe Hills builds. Unless Biffa built this. I'm pretty sure this is what Joe Hills has built. That's awesome. That's a really cool thing to do. Yep, I am really tired. I'm actually struggling to commentate here. So I think we're just going to go around to all of the buildings quickly. We're not going to do a walk and talk. We're just going to go and have a look at everything individually. So this is King's Place. This looks really interesting. I'm not sure what he plans to put behind that. But there's something going on there, that's for sure. And he's got a whole bunch of stuff in the chest. Don't really want to nosy around too much. He looks like he's getting set up here. And up the top here he has his bed and a little lookout tower. That's pretty cool. And so I guess the next thing to check out, I think, is Monkey Farm space, which is in there, although I'm not sure if he's actually done any work on that, so we'll go over there and find out. So there is something going on over here at Monkey Farms, however I can't find a way up to the top, but he's definitely building something up there. And if we just walk up here, you can see there's a little area here to walk into, but it doesn't really seem to lead anywhere else. And actually I've been walking around to all of these recording little clips, and do you know what? I am absolutely exhausted. I do not know why I'm trying to record. I just wanted to record before I started playing, you know, so I could capture, seeing everything for the first time, which is what I wanted to do. And we've kind of done that. So what I think I'm going to do now is take it easy and go do some caving and get prepared to build my little towers. And then maybe tomorrow what I'll do is I'll do some more recording and we'll check out the rest of this. But as of right now, I'm absolutely exhausted and it's probably not a good idea to continue recording. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to have some fun caving, taking it easy, and I guess I will see you when it is tomorrow for me. So much time has passed. It is now tomorrow. I am well rested and I'm ready to record. I had a lot of fun going around doing some caving, gathering some materials. I've got tons of iron and redstone and all the things that we need to build the towers that we're going to do at spawn this episode. But what we want to do right now is finish having a look around. It looks like there's a new building over there that's popped up overnight, and the first thing that I noticed when I logged in is that Spoon has filled in his spoon with some pink wool right there. So where were we last time? I think we got over to Monkey Farm's base, and I said I'd looked around. I went and had a look at the floating islands. I couldn't find any clue as to who built them. However, they do look very cool, so we'll go over there and have a look. And this building here I thought looked really cool, so I went over to check it out, and actually it's only the front of it that's been built. So you come back here and there's not much going on this side, but it's a really nice start. Whoever's building this, I think, is going to have a really nice home here at spawn. And there is actually a sign over here. I can't remember who it was. It is Ducetra's base. Aha, I thought that one was Ducetra's because he was going to build on the other side of the river from where I was, so I don't know who built that. And I can't even guess who built that because, I don't know, I would have guessed Corrales for a big building like that, even though it's not quite his style. However, he's only just started playing on the server last night, so I don't know what he's done. But over here we have... Okay, this is Red Eyes. Oh, it's for Red Eyes' secret project. Secret Pie project. Let's see. Okay, so... I wonder if he's going to build a pumpkin pie farm. I do see some sugarcane. I don't see any pumpkin... Oh, there we go. Pumpkin seeds. And what's the other ingredient? Eggs. So are there any eggs in here? Well, I'm going to guess that's what he's going to be building. In fact, we can pretty much... Oh, there you go. There it is. So it is going to be a pumpkin pie farm. That's pretty cool. Right, so let's go over here. I had a look at this building as well. There's no clue as to who built this. There's no sign. And I think whoever built this maybe built the floating islands behind it. So this is all there is. There's just a bed. There's a little inside area down here, but there's no like chests or anything like that. So I don't know what's going on here 100%. And then over there on the other side of that there is a ladder, and then you've got your floating islands. So no idea who built this, but anyway, the water thing is still in place. I do actually have plans to change this because I thought about how I could make it look better and actually make it more fun to play. So in the future, when I have more materials and resources, what I plan on doing is actually rebuilding this and turning it into a different type of game. And it won't be so much of an eyesore as well when I do that. Hopefully I'll be able to build a nice building around it and it won't just go straight up into the sky like that. And those floating islands, they just look great, don't they? So this over here is a cool looking building. Let's see if we can find out who's done this. They're using the clay blocks, the stained clay. I really like those. And something I'd like to do is make farms for all of the different dyes, so building with those would be easier. And we've got a cobblestone building over here as well. So it doesn't appear to be any signs. Again, that seems to be a recurring thing at the moment. There's just no signs to tell you whose is who. Ah, that's a nice colour floor. I think that's the pink stained right there. And yeah, there's no signs. So let's jump up here. And actually, there's a sign right here. So this could possibly be whose it is. This could be Pungence's base. And there's some chickens down here. And let's go over and have a look at this one. This looks like quite a big one, built out of cobblestone. Nice little port at the front here. And again, no signs. Although there is a little staircase down here. I wonder where this leads to. Ooh. Oh wow, this is really cool. It's quite a big underground thing going on here. Yeah, this is really nice. So someone's been very busy over here, you can see, doing lots of digging. And that's about as far as it goes, but again, no sign. Looks like I found a friend. This guy's name is called Dave, and he likes eggs by the looks of it. Yeah, so someone's captured a little zombie villager. I think Biffa's Bowl, or Biffa's Base even, is around here. There was a little something here built underground. This is it right here. This looks like an entrance, actually. So maybe Biffa's planning on doing something underground, but it looks like he's only just got it started there. Let's just double check that this is actually his, because I was guessing there was a sign somewhere around here. Yes, Biffa's future base. So, I think the last building we need to check out is this one over here, this really big one. I know whose this is now. This is Topmass's. As soon as I walked up to it, it reminded me of a building he built at his old base, so I'm going to guess that is his. And it's actually a tree farm that is a work in progress. The rocking soothes your stomach. Okay, that's pretty cool. It's good to know there's a tree farm on here, because that's something I need to get some materials for building with. Oh, this is really nice. How many layers are there? So I don't know who built this, but I'm going to guess that it's Topmass. And I just realised that you guys are probably all going to be telling me in the comments who built what, because you've been watching all of the other videos and stuff like that while I've been away. And unfortunately, I don't really have time to catch up with everyone else's videos, because I've been doing so much lately, and I've got lots of projects in the work. I've been saying that for a long time, but you'll see it all soon. So anyway, now what I need to do is get all of my materials together and start building those towers. Okay, I do believe that I have all of the materials that I need together. The place that we're going to be building these towers is in this corner here, and in the opposite corner over there. And then after we've done that, what we'll probably do is hook them up with hoppers and build a little building somewhere where the hoppers will take all of the items from the farms and put them into this building and into chests. And I do have some ideas for layouts for that, but I'm not sure if I'm going to have the time to do that anytime soon, because we're going to need a lot of iron for those hoppers. But anyway, the design, if you haven't seen it before, it is a stackable vertical farm. There are actually some of them that Spoon has built over there. He really likes them because they're a really easy way to farm melons with redstone. And I'm waiting for them to load, and I've just realised that he's put them inside of that box now. So actually we won't go over there and have a look, but I'm basically building this off of memory because my tutorial won't load on YouTube and I don't have a copy of that video on my computer. So I think I've got all of the right materials. I'm planning on building these 16 high on either side, and there's 4 pistons for each layer, so that means a stack is 1 tower. So we have 2 towers, then we have the right amount of dirt, because for every piston there is 2 stacks of dirt, so 2 of these are 2 dirt for 1 piston right there. And then we have some stone slabs as well. I've got a feeling I've put a few too many down here, but then we need to use them twice as well. And actually, now I think about it, the reason we have 2 stacks is because we use 2 of them to make a whole block, and they're going to go behind each of the dirt blocks, and then on the corners we're going to have 4 for each layer. We will have an orange one and a lime one. So the lime one will be for the melon towers, and the orange one's for the pumpkin towers. And then there's 6 torches for every 4 pistons, and so each layer being 2 physical vertical blocks like that. We'll have 6 redstone torches for every 4 pistons, and then you can see here we've got the pumpkin and melon seeds as well. So I do believe I've calculated all of that correctly. Yeah, it looks right, so now what I have to do is build it. I also have no idea how this is going to look. I haven't gone into creative mode. I've just looked at the old tower and thought I'm going to build it this way around. So I think the stone slabs will mix well with the stained clay, but we won't know until I've started building it. So our first tower is in place. This is actually half the size that I wanted it to be. I guess I kind of overestimated how much materials I'd need. And let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 layers there, and I wanted to have 16 layers, but each of them are 2 blocks high, and I think that's where I went wrong, because if it's going to be double the size of that, then it's going to go really high up, and it's going to become a bit of an eyesore, I think. So at the moment the height seems right. It could... Whoa! Got a guy in gold over here. And yeah, it could be a little bit higher, but I think we're just going to leave it like that for now. Now I also underestimated how many of these that we need, because we actually need, let's see, 12 per layer compared to 8 dirt, so I didn't get enough of those together. But it looks pretty cool as well. I don't know why I'm climbing up here. I just started to instinctively climb the scaffolding. The top needs a bucket of water in, so the water comes all the way down, and you can't really see it, but there's like a ring of the stone slabs in the middle there, and I guess that doesn't really make much difference if you can't see it. One of the other things that I forgot is that you need torches to keep all of the seeds lit, and I also didn't take up some bone meal with me, so let's see. Some of them are starting to grow, but it's going to be quite some time before we can actually use that. So what I want to do now is build a little bit of structure at the bottom. We've got more of these to work with as well, since we're not building it as high as I originally planned, and so we're just going to have a little collection area here. I'll probably use some glass and try and work some of this grass around it to make it a little more interesting, so you can kind of see what's going on as you walk past like this. And yeah, so once we've done that, we'll know exactly what we're building for the second tower over there. Okay, I've now finished the bottom bit, and do you know what? This looks pretty cool. I like it. It might look a little out of place though. I think what I need to do is put in some wooden textures, because they're getting used around here, or at least this building here is using it. So what I might do is rip up some of these slabs down the bottom here and actually put in some wooden planks. But I'm really happy with how that looks, and I've also put down some grass raised up here, and when it's all grown into grass, what I plan on doing is putting down some bone meal and having some bushes and things like that, just so there's a difference in height, because there's not a lot of that going on. Everything is kind of very level at the moment around here. I also had to modify the corner so that it would fit in nicely, because the path was kind of curved off. But there you go, it's finished. And I'm pretty sure there was something else I was going to say, but I can't remember what it was. And then all the melons are basically going to fall down. Well, sorry, this one is the pumpkin one, isn't it? So they're going to fall all the way down the middle. And if you have a look at how the glass is here, I don't have my texture back at the moment, but you can see it's all filled up with glass, and they're just going to fall straight down the middle there. So the next thing to do is to put the hoppers down the bottom, and we're also going to need some redstone down there to control these torches on either side. But what I think I'll do for now, and that's perfect, I actually have 2 stone blocks there, is we will put down some buttons like this, and I guess that means none of the pumpkin seeds have grown into full stems yet. But for the moment you'll be able to manually harvest it, but in the future we'll have some redstone under there that will make it activate every minute or so. Okay, what do we think of that? We have 2 towers now, they're both finished. I think they look really good, and you can see I put water in both of them as well. And I've also made this a little bit higher. Now we started off with it having 8 layers, which is 16 blocks tall, and I added an extra 2 layers because I just felt it was a little bit short. And do you know what? I still think maybe it needs 1 or 2 more, but I don't want to go too far into doing that until we have a look at this from some different angles. So I thought I'd travel around the place and see what it looks like. Now you've also got to bear in mind when looking at this is that there's going to be other buildings around the place over time, like around here and around the paths that go around this area. Yeah, there'll be lots of other buildings popping up as well. So I think the scale of these is actually really good at the moment, because they don't take up a lot of space, they look decent, and we've just got to make sure we don't build them too high. And you can see they look pretty perfect at the moment, and maybe as other buildings get put up around them and they're bigger, these might need to change, which would be really simple because I just have to go back up the top and continue building a few more layers. But I am very pleased with how that turned out. The next thing to do is the redstone and all of that. We've got to go underneath here and put those in, but that is both of the towers done. So I think what we should do is we'll go up to Joe Hills's place and have a look at it from up there. Okay, this is actually not the best view because of the cut-off point. So if we go forward a little bit, we'll see what's behind it. However, when you see it from back here, I do think they need buildings around them to then be scaled, you know, to their height. So we're just going to leave it how it is for now. If it needs to be changed in the future, then we will change it. I've just noticed that when you look at it from side on like this, you can see through the tower because of where the stems are, and I actually don't like how that looks. So it's probably going to look better if you see this from a diagonal angle. So if we just pop over here, and I can't sprint because I need to eat. Let's just go behind this tree. Yeah, I think it looks much better when you see it from a diagonal angle than you do like this, because you can see through it. So I've decided where the building is going to go, where we're going to put all of the melons and pumpkins. It's going to be just over there. There's this little raised area around the path there, and I thought it'd be quite nice to make that a little bit higher and then have an entrance into a room that kind of goes underground a little bit. We've also got to check that that's okay with that building, that there isn't too much underneath, in which case if there is I'll probably put it around on the other side. But what I've done is I've dug a tunnel between the two so there can be some hoppers that link together and they can send all of the items directly into the storage area for this. And I've just realised after digging this tunnel that I'm not going to be able to do this episode because I'm going to be requiring a lot of iron to do this. So somewhere above this block there is the water that comes down. That's going to land on a hopper, and the hoppers are going to go all the way over to the corner here and then redirect into the storage area where there will be a ton of chests full of melons and pumpkins. So if you have a look here, we are actually going to need a whole bunch of hoppers. Now I do have quite a bit of iron stored up, but not enough to do this, I'm pretty sure. So I thought it would be a good idea to actually just wrap up the episode here. As I mentioned in one of my previous episodes, I think probably the first one that I did on the new Hermitcraft server, I do really need to take it easy because I got quite burned out last time, and I think if I keep pushing myself to get more and more done, then I'll just feel a little stressed out. So I'm going to take it easy. I think between episodes I'm going to get all of that iron together. I'm going to tidy up this area here as well. It looks like a creeper blew up, so I need to put some torches down as well. So there's a whole bunch of things I can do in between, and then next episode we'll get that finished off and hopefully be able to build the little storage area over there as well. So as always, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you next time.